it's embarrassing when people blame their lives on whoever the current president is. They don't really have as much power as we think they do. You determine this is okay. Just be cool. All my friends in Brooklyn did that during Trump. They're like, Donald Trump is ruining my life. No one made you get a degree in slam poetry, man. Like no one. He's not why your throuple fell apart. Like that's like. But now all my uncles are like, Joe Biden's ruining my fucking life. I'm like, I didn't know Joe Biden introduced you to Percocet in 2010. I think that was Hunter Biden, actually. We can all admit the presidential election, it should be a popular vote. The Electoral College is a system that makes absolutely no sense. Ohio, the #1 opioid state. They pick the president every 4 years. Every 4 years, we just have to Narcan Ohio. Like, Ohio, it's time to pick the president! And Ohio's like, who's running? Oh, it's Trump versus a chick again? What? Oh, but this time she's hot. Okay. I feel like we give Ohio way too much power. I feel like every 4 years, Ohio's like, until they let the Browns back in the Super Bowl, we're not letting the Browns back in the White House. I don't know if I like the old man clapping for that one. Yeah. Finally, comedy like it used to be. Oh, don't worry, I'm taking it to the Puerto Ricans in a couple minutes. Don't even worry. It's not a state and it never will be. My dad used to be a very normal, middle-of-the-road guy, but he got red-pilled a couple years ago. We have the exact opposite political opinions now. My dad's nightmares are my dreams. You know what I mean? My dad's like, the radical left want universal health care, they want free college education, they want to defund the military, they want to tax billionaires. I'm like, I'm gonna come, Father. Keep going, Daddy. Tell me exactly what they're gonna do to me. I'm from a very Republican family. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. I live in Brooklyn, though, now. Whenever I tell my friends in Brooklyn my family's Republican, they're always like, you need to confront them. You need to talk to them. And you need to convince them they're wrong. And I'm always like, yeah, they don't respect me, man. They think I'm a pussy because I eat hummus. You know? My grandpa's like, I think he's retarded. He reads a lot, you know? My uncles, they don't believe in climate change. They're always like, climate's always been changing, always will be changing. Ain't no big deal. That's so funny because they live in northern Minnesota. You guys probably don't know this, but there were never wildfires as a kid. Now there's always wildfires all summer. There's so much smoke you can't even breathe. My uncle's the guy walking around like, goddamn drag queens. That's why they call them flamers. Okay. My uncle's like, who cares if the climate's changing? Why should I care? I'm like, you know why you should care the climate's changing? Because that means the climate's trans. He's like, well, then we better do something! It's Mother Nature, not Daddy Nature. My mom's always like, why won't they learn English? Why won't the immigrants speak our fucking language? I think that's the bbest part about immigrants. I love that. I hate when I meet anyone and they speak English. I'm like, great, I get to hear your dumb fucking thoughts now. Because you never hear a Syrian refugee who survived the chemical gas attacks in Aleppo go, I'm pansexual. This is Suleiman, my emotional support camel. My pronouns are Allahu Akbar. I don't think democracy works. I don't think we're smart enough to vote. I truly don't think we are. No one ever gives an intelligent reason for why they're voting for who they're voting for. A Trump voter's never like, I'm voting for Trump because he's going to lower the export tariffs with China. It's going to lower the prices of consumable goods by 27% in the third fiscal quarter of 2025. Instead, it's like, I'm voting for Trump because the Haitians barbecued my golden doodle. Or someone's like, I'm voting for Kamala because women should be able to commit war crimes. The kids in Gaza should be bombed by someone who looks like them. You guys hear that the military draft women will get drafted now if we have another war? It's interesting the women don't clap for that. Equality comes your way and suddenly, no, not that. That's not what we were talking about. No. like staying home and getting free divorces. I think we should do the draft, but only for white women who like to travel. You always wanted to go to Europe, Stephanie. Pack your bags, you're going to Kiev, honey. Your vision board worked, baby. Join the right branch, you'll finally get to go skydiving. Your Tinder profile says down to earth, so get in that foxhole. What was the last line? Oh, yeah, you hate straight white men, so put the finger to the trigger, babe. I don't think anyone is actually 100% liberal or conservative. I think politics is context-based. Does that make sense? Like, people are anti-abortion until their mistress gets pregnant, you know? Like, people are anti-cop until they get mugged, you know? Not as much laughter on that one. Like, I'm pro-immigrant. Let them all in. I don't care. Until I talk to a British person. The second I hear someone go, I'm from Britain, I'm like, then get the fuck out, dude. We fought a goddamn war, so we don't have to hear that bullshit anymore. Never seen a Mexican put a tax on tea, I'll tell you that. The second I hear a British accent, I become a fucking patriot, you know what I mean? I'm like, how about you take your no-teeth having, wrong side of the road driving, kilometer measuring, fish and chips eating, red coat wearing, taxation without representation, keister, across the pond, and learn how to spell color correctly. Enjoy your pedophile king. In America, we elect ours. My girlfriend heard that joke and she was like, but the British accent, that's the sexiest accent. I was like, well then shut up, cunt. But Danny, of course the British accent's not the sexiest accent. Of course not. We beat them in a war. I'm not attracted to fucking losers, dude. There's nothing more pathetic than losing. That's why the ugliest accents are Japanese, German, Southern, you know? Losers, dude. Winning's sexy. Nothing sexier than a winner. That's why the sexiest accent of all time, Vietnamese. That's so funny. I don't know why that doesn't do well. I think that's like the best joke. I don't know why that's not funny. That's why the sexiest accent of all time, Vietnamese. Sean, were you... What'd you say? Number one. Are you Vietnamese? Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Man. Just say a couple words and I'll come. No, I'm kidding. Nice job. You're the reason my uncle's not fun to be around. What the hell? That's why we can't do fireworks anymore. My mom's not gonna have a lot of good things to say about that one. That's private.